Alright, welcome back. I'm just doing this video today. So I'll tell you what, instead of calling it 8.5, I'll just call it part 9. So part 8 would have been setting up your Anki to create setting up a deck for importing of subs or SRS. Now I'm going to actually go over the process of importing subs to SRS into your Anki deck. And we'll do a couple steps. One is doing it from the first time, and the other is after doing it for a second, third time. It should be pretty similar. So let's start off. So here we got Anki. This is the deck we set up, Japanese dramas. So first thing I want to do is go into here to this menu, go import. Okay, want to import. Let's bring it from my videos. Sorry, my documents. And I start from beginning. Okay. So we're going to go from the C drive subs to SRS collection, subs to SRS temp. This is where I happen to export the from subs to SRS. This is and you're going to look right here. This TSV, tab separated value. Just going to click on that and open it up. Now, before I open up, let me show you what this looks like. This is what the file looks like when it goes into when it's created by subs to SRS. Now, it's not going to look exactly like this. I've changed the settings on my subs to SRS to how it would output, but so this is the name of the show, and these are the numbers, the orders of which the cards are being created. This file right here, we're going to ignore. Next tab is the audio. Next tab is the image. Last tab is the expression. So those are the tabs. Note this first one is going to be notes. We're going to ignore this side. The second one, the audio, image, expression. So we're just going to remember that for right now. So that's the file. We're going to open it up. Now, Anki being the way it is, okay, so now we got 5 files. Okay, so we're going to map the first set to notes, field 2. We're going to change that and say none, discard. Okay, third one was going to be audio, image, finally, expression. Okay, notes, audio, image, expression. Those were the 4 tabs, and we're ignoring this last field. Now look here, cards. You can set up to be vocabulary. These are the 2 cards we set up 2 card types, a reading and a vocabulary card type. We're not going to create vocabulary. Only make sure you have reading selected. The reason for this is that vocabulary is going to be a special case. You're going to generate those as you go along the study method in a later section. Model, we're going to use Japanese, but you can change this, and you can even adapt it as time goes on. You can even now for tabs, I'm going to use the title of the show. Now for tags though, if you're going to use a show title, use underscores instead of spaces. Otherwise, it's going to treat it as 2 separate tags. And I like to add subs to SRS just as a tag. You can also put Japanese or anything else. This just depends on how you want. You can even put in Illinois. So right now we're going to import, and it's going to quickly import everything. In fact, it's already done. So let's close that and look at this real quick. So this is what we should have. Now we're not going to be seeing anything yet. Let me shrink this down. Okay, so if you want to, you can click on here. Now right now we're not going to get any images. We're not going to have any images or audio. There's a reason for this. We haven't put it into the same file. So let's save this real quick before I start messing with things. So it closes out. But we've got to import it. We got 807 cards to go through. So right now I'm just going to save this. Alright. Now, here was the steps that need to be done. Let me close this out. Okay, Japanese dramas. What you need to do is get those audio and video files from subs to SRS, which are going to be right here. These files here. You need to get these files into a folder that Anki will recognize for those cards that you're doing. So first thing, we're going to select these all. We're just going to cut them. Okay. Shrink that down. Now on here in a folder, we need to put into a folder in here. This happened to be where the folder was saved that I've got currently open up. So I need to create as a new folder. Going to create a new folder. It's got to be the name of the deck that you are using in Anki. So in this case, it's got to be Japanese dramas .media. This is very important. If it does not have this, Anki will not look into any other folder for images except for this folder, which is the name of your deck. In this case, I just happen to choose the name Japanese Dramas. So come in here and paste. All the information should now go straight into that. Okay, so we'll shrink this down. Now let's go back to that. Let's open this back up. Now let's go look. Okay, in Anki, here are all the various shows, or all the various cards we're doing. In Anki, what you can do is there's this, press that button. All right, there's a problem here for the answer format. We're going to work on that. I'll just make sure about the change up. But now let's go through and make sure I imported this right. Expression, reading. Notice the reading is not good, so there is no reading. Well, now there is. Okay, go right here, regenerate readings. You can do this for everything. Highlight all the cards. You can do this right off the beginning. Okay, we're going to go here and go regenerate readings. This was that plugin you downloaded. And so now what it will do is in all these reading fields, they're going to fill them out. So if this is a kanji, it's going to add the, so that when you see it, it's going to look like it's going to show the words. So let me pause it real quick and check the settings that were causing the invalid reading. Okay, I found out what the problem was. When I had you create the fields, I had it called definitions here. When you go to template, what this was, when I did a copy paste, it just said definition. So what it wants to see is definition, so that what's being here to displayed, it matches the field. So check that to make sure there are no differences inside these parentheses. So we'll close this out. It'll go and do the changes, close this out, apply the changes. Now we can look at the cards again. So let's do a quick preview. So now you can see what's showing up is that's the statement. Yasunde ii koto nai kara na. And right there is the furigana above the kanji, and it's being read out again. Okay, so right now we've imported all the words. This was a brand new deck. So let me. That's pretty much all the steps are for importing. I don't think I have to explain too much more. If there's any questions, again, post it into either the forums or on the YouTube site. At this time, let's go open up another deck. Close this out. Okay, we're going to open up the one I've been using, which is sentence method. And in this case, I called it sentence method, but I'm still going to import. Still going to import this little file right here. Same thing, remap everything, notes. That one I'm going to discard. Audio mix expression. Okay, now notice the cards, dictionary, vocabulary, phrase. I'm only going to care about doing what I call dictation. It's the same thing as the reading for your field. Substressor S, I'm going to tab it with the okay. And reason why I want to show you this is that I want you to see is what it's going to look like when there's more than one thing. So we're going to import everything. Okay, 870 thing. It's pretty much the same as when you imported a new deck. Only difference is going to be all these new cards are here. Usually right now I'm going to set it at 0 for right now because I'm not going to worry about setting new cards yet. I'm only caring about reviewing old ones. But I can go in there, go right here, filter to this should be, and I can sort it by by the date it was created. And again, I had the same problem. I don't have the audio or video, so I would go through the same process. I would copy all those into that field. In which case I bring this up. So I would go to, let's see, make sure I'm doing this right.
So in this case, I would go into my Dropbox public, because this is where I put them on here so that I can get the audio or the images online. I would now here I'd say my deck is sentence method instead of Japanese dramas. So I'd make sure I'd paste everything in here. Now I'll explain later on what this munged file is. But again, I'll just go and paste everything. That would be it, and then I would be able to see the images. Alright, so I'll leave it here, and next video then will be, let's say, part 10. That will be to deal with how to go through the studying process. And I'll also explain what's happening here with these files, what got changed by Anki. Alright, again, any questions, please post in the forums or on the website. Sorry this went a little fast, and for the slow bits also. Thank you very much.